Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Throwing on first down. McDonald gets this one to Joshua Perkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes. It across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up first and 10
at their own 37. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3rd and 2, Watson. Being chased out with a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
Desmond King back deep. This is taken at about the 14.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald, he's going to fire. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
On
on first down. McDonald. That's into the hands of Eckler. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And at the 26-yard line.
On first and 10, McDonald. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. Throwing is McDonald. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. McDonald sets to throw. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Throwing again is Watson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Down, Washington.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
19 yards.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson, and he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. McDonald, he'll get this to Eckler. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's McDonald to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. It's a good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Eckler. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Whipping one into Allen, that's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
Michael Batchley lining up.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked by James Murray. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's now a second interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. McDonald. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Well, and it's picked. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
A gain of 2.
That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Gain of 4.
As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Back to throw. McDonald. As he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense it's needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
So that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On third down, here's Hunt. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Watson on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. Something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He's brought down by...
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
Here's Watson, option left. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Hayward on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third.
On 3rd and 2. Watson complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Complete to number 12.
DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. Allen has it left side, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, McDonald. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Sideline and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. McDonald. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Montez Sweat showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. McDonald. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. McDonald. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
7-yard pickup. Brings up
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Sack. They push him back to the 34. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's McDonald. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Ruben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Flush to his right. Incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He may try and run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And picked up by the Chargers. But they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes a quarterback look a whole lot better. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Intended for Keenan Allen.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And 3.
Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. A gain of 6 there on first. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of the formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A big run by Kareem Hunt, 46 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown.
Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And Washington has retaken the lead.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
28-yard line.
Trying to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down. McDonald. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, McDonald. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. A 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees a short yardage runs, and goes to one of those. That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
26. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, McDonald buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Back to throw.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
at the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He's back to throw. And crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He's got him in, complete. And he's across for a touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drive's...
That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Operating from the gun. McDonald, he's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. They have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
He'll look to throw, and he's brought down. So a crucial 2-point conversion there, but that's just part one of this 2-part story that they need to happen here.
Yeah, they do need to do a few other things, don't they? They got the 2, as you noted. Now they've got to make sure they get the onside kick and hope to get into field goal range and maybe have one last miracle left.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's more than a 2-part story. It's a 3- or 4-part story. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number.